Okay, so we're back with another video. I apologize for not uploading Friday. As you may know, Friday was Halloween, so I was out trick-or-treating getting candy. I was dressed up as Princess Rapunzel, you know, from Tangled. So I had a really good time doing that, and I still have my candy. So that's why I didn't upload. I was thinking about doing a double upload today to make up for it, but I figured, I think it's okay. I think it's okay if I take a little bit of a break, you know what I mean? It was Halloween, it was a holiday. So this is Rory. I have a little bit of a confession to make with him. There was a bit of an oopsie when I was preparing for this video. So in the past like 4 videos, I think there's been 4 so far. In the past 4 videos, I've had the sim from 2014, and I've like compared and contrast the one from 2014, the one from 2016, and then the one from now, 2019. But the problem with this one was I didn't have the 2014 sim. So I literally have no idea what happened there. So I picked this sim. His name is Vincent Hill, and I transformed him into my version of Rory today. Vincent Hill, I don't even know where he came from. He wasn't a pre-made sim from the actual EA game. He was someone that I made and I downloaded into the game. So I don't know in what context he was relevant. Like, I don't know where he came from. But now he's going to be used as Rory just because of my little oopsie from 2014. And that's weird. Like, I have literally every other character except for Rory. But I do think the reason for that might be because I added Rory into the script later. Like, I never intended for him to be a character until much later when I was creating the world, I think, for Quintabia. Yeah, don't mind the name. That was the name for the world for the short little movie that I created back in 8th grade, and that's why I'm doing this series, to remake those ugly sims. So this creative sim is actually a bit slower than normal, and that's because the footage that I recorded was only 30 minutes long. Now normally I record like an hour and a half worth of footage when I'm creating these sims, but with Rory I really didn't have any idea what I was doing when I was going for him. Like, I didn't have any inspiration, any motivation. Like, that's why I'm not exactly the proudest of him, but I did need to get something out, and I felt like making creative sim. I think the problem was that I didn't have an exact vision in mind. Like, Rory is a scaredy cat. He's like a coward. He is those are his 2 defining traits that I made in 8th grade. He is not the what's the word? The bravest werewolf on the block. Like, he's that kind of dude. So he's very skinny and scrawny and weak, even though he's a werewolf, which is very contradictory, and that's why I wanted to do it way back in 8th grade, you know? But those were the only things that I knew about him besides the fact that he was like a big old nerd. Like, 2016 version, he has glasses. I didn't put them on him for this version because it didn't look right. Here I'm trying to give him some different eyes, but they all glow like really weird. Like, I know the normal eyes glow, but like for EA eyes they glow, but when you put on contacts they just look dumb. Or not dumb per se, but it wasn't the vibe I was going for. If I was making a ghost character, then yeah, that would have been awesome, you know what I mean? Like a ghost form and a human form, then that would have worked. But this is a werewolf, and I don't think the glowing eyes work when it's that bright. So I just chose to go for the regular EA eyes. I mean, they glow, they're special enough, right? Because I've been trying to give all the characters special eyes depending on their race. And I think Ariella has EA eyes, because none of the other eyes looked good on her. So I guess this will be the same for him, except they're glowing, and that's why he's special. So here I'm trying to go back and change the hair, actually, but I wasn't exactly 100% happy with the hair that he has on now, but I ended up going with it just because I didn't have another option. I did go a little bit of custom content shopping before I created him, but I didn't find much that really fit his vibe or his essence. He and Felix, I was planning on dressing them up in similar styles. Like, I don't know, I didn't really have another plan for him, and that's probably where all of this went wrong. I didn't have a plan, which is not very bright on my part, but you know, that's okay. So that's why it was so short, because I didn't have as many options in my head to choose from in regards to his style and his look. All I had going for him was that he was a nerd, and like I said before, a coward. So yeah, that's that. What else? Rory did have a crush on Alona. I mentioned that in, I think, Alona's remake, or either Ariella or Felix. Like, all of them, I really don't remember which one I mentioned it in, but I'm gonna mention it again. So Rory does have a crush on Alona, but it wouldn't help the fact that Alona was a lesbian, and that would be revealed at the very end of the movie. Because, you know, plot twist, oh my god, and her and Ariella were actually gonna get together, I think. It would have been forced, so I'm glad I never finished the script, because it would have been really bad. Like, there was no romantic interest build up between the two. I just had them for the sake of being lesbian, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, I know Alona was always planned to be a lesbian, like, from the moment of conception, so it wasn't like a random, oh, inclusive, you know, here's a lesbian. Like, no, she was always supposed to be one. I just didn't have the writing skill to, like, build up slowly a romantic plot between her and Ariella, so I was just gonna throw it at the end, like, oh, oopsie, Rory, you know, as a way to bamboozle him. So I was gonna do that, and then at the end have him meet a new fairy that's like, oh, you're cute, you know what I mean? Just so he has a redemption of some kind, because he is, like, very shy around girls. That was another thing. He was very awkward around the female specimen, and, like, he didn't know how to talk to them, and he was very awkward. Even though I just said that, but you know, he wasn't as outgoing as he could have been, and he was not good with flirting or anything whatsoever. So he would awkwardly stumble around them and stutter and, like, be the little boy that he is. I don't know the word for that. But yeah, I think he is cute. Okay, don't get me wrong. I don't think he's ugly by any means. He's not. He's cute. He's just not exactly what I was going for or looking for in a character like Rory. He does look like kind of a jock. If I were to change his clothes and give him, like, a different appearance, he would match 120%. Like, he does not look like how I imagined him in my head. But I mean, I didn't really have an image in my head, you know? I just know it wasn't that. So that's why I'm not exactly 100% happy with him, but I mean, he'll do. He'll work. I still think he's cute. And, like, I actually, like, I think right about now is when I realized that he has a werewolf form that I had to create too. And by that point, I was so tired. Like, I think I did this at 2 a.m. No, that's a stretch. I think I did this at 1. Yeah, 12 or 1 a.m. That's when I did this, and I wanted to go to bed. So I decided just to leave his werewolf form alone. He does look kind of dumb and, like, stupid and funny, and that's kind of why I liked it, because I feel like he would be embarrassed of his werewolf state, and because he doesn't like being a werewolf. Like, he thinks it's scary because he's a coward, you know. But I decided to leave that form alone, minus the fact that I removed his mustache, because that mustache was not working for him as whatsoever. So I decided to leave the werewolf form alone just because it looked so dumb and it looked like a goblin. You'll see in the screenshots, or whenever I decide to look at it, like right about now. He does look look at him, he looks like a little stubby. He looks stubby. That's what he looks like, stubby. I like him. But as you'll see in the screenshots for this version of Rory, the 2016 version of Rory, he looks really buff, and I should have done that for the 2019 version. Like, yeah, of course he would be buff, you know what I mean? He's a werewolf. Like, that's how these things work. So here are his outfits in the screenshots. You can see right there, you know. I kept his outerwear the same, as you will see in a moment, because I liked it. I think I changed the pants, but I mean, the top is really good. Yeah. Okay, this is the end. Watch another, I guess. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, bye.